Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got this wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what is our project today? Can you believe it? I am ready for the next phase on these stairs. Hope you've been watching all the previous videos. And what do you suppose I'm going to do now? Yes, I am going to coat those. I'm going to coat those with a roof coating. What? Yes, sir. Henry's #1 choice of professionals, Envir White 100% acrylic extreme elastomeric roof coating, 5 gallons, and this happens to be a 10-year limited warranty. Now they also have some of this stuff that's a little bit cheaper. It's just not extreme. It's still the Enviro White elastomeric roof coating, and it's a 7-year product. But I opted for the 12-year, and I got lucky at the store. Lowe's was discontinuing this, and I got this entire bucket for $41. Can you believe that? That's it. It used to be about 120 bucks, and this is a 5-gallon container. They were, like I said, they were discontinuing it. They had some other stuff, and I was fortunate enough to walk around the corner and I saw this and I thought, hey, sold, I'm getting it. I was only going to get a couple gallons because I thought I only needed a couple gallons, but hey, if I have extra, I'll save it for next year, and after spring or something, I may recoat these, because we're up in the woods, above the snow line. In the winter we get a couple feet of snow a year maybe, and I want to protect these, and I'm hoping this is going to do it. And this is just a preview of my project. I'm going to take some webbing tape. This happens to be drywall self-adhesive webbing tape. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that on the inside corners of the stairs. I've already caulked those with exterior caulking, but if these were to ever leak, the place where they're going to leak is right there on that inside corner with the water coming down. And if there's any water that sets on here before it drops down to the next stair, to the next stair, to the next stair, you could start getting it to undermine any of your caulking, especially after a year or two. The caulking can crack out. You get a hairline crack, you get some water down in there, you get moisture underneath the stairs, so you have a dry rot issue, because those stairs go directly underneath the house. See, this is the exterior of the stairwell and the landing of the deck, and there's no way for any air to get up in there and to keep all that dry, and that stuff gets mold and mildew on it and all that kind of stuff. If you want to see exactly what kind of damage that will happen if these things leak, just go to my YouTube channel. It's my main YouTube channel page. Click on playlists and scroll down to dry rot deck repairs. You will just be amazed. I got probably 200 or 300 videos there on my channel for that particular project, and this is kind of a continuation of the project of the dry rot deck repairs that I did for this entire little area here, right in here. Not this section of deck. This wasn't leaking. This section here was leaking. I had some people say, some viewers say, hey Joe, tear it all down, it's so bad, you should see all those videos. But I've got it all fixed. It doesn't look like there's any damage in there at all now, right? And these stairs were pretty bad, and I've tried to fix these a couple of different ways, 4 different ways before now, and now I'm trying to put a roof product on here. These are glulam beam material that they use for the stair treads, and they're over 20 years old. There's little hairline cracks in between each one. I caulked it. I put 2 coats of exterior primer on there, 1 coat of the mold killing primer from Zinsser, 1 coat of Kills on top of that, exterior Kills paint. I put caulking on there, exterior caulking, extreme stretch caulking all the way around here. I don't want anything to get down in there. And now I'm going to be coating it. At least 2 coats with this stuff right here. That extreme elastomeric roof coating is designed to be put on roofs, on flat roofs like this, okay? Brand new flat roofs. And did you know if you already have an old roof, it's designed to be applied directly on your old roofing. Dirt pickup resistant, technology for longest lasting reflectivity, waterproofs as part of a Henry maintenance system. Recoating roofs previously coated. This is the use. Recoating roofs previously coated with asphalt emulsion, acrylic, or aluminum coatings. And also uses for aged asphalt roofs, built-up roofing, and modified bitumen and metal roofs, okay? Or you could apply it directly onto a new roof. This is on for flat roofs, okay? Well, I'm calling this a flat roof, a flat roof, a flat roof, okay? And just going back to this, I'm going to put this on the inside. That's why I'm going to use this webbing tape on the inside corners here, right here. That's why on these big gapped areas I coated extra caulking to get it to roll up, so I didn't have any imperfections there, to get this to roll up there properly and not have any voids underneath it, because like I said, if anything leaks, that's where it's going to leak, okay? And after I put that yellow, and incidentally, you don't have to use the self-adhesive webbing tape for drywall. They actually have some. It's basically the same thing. They got it in 4-inch wide strips roll for roofing. I've seen it in white, black, and yellow. Kind of looks like this, and it's just that webbing tape again. And you can put that on your roof patches and stuff. And then see this stuff here? This is stuff that I'm going to put over the top of that. I could have just used this by itself to wrap up the inside corners, but I'm not going to. This is 4-inch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split this in half so I have 2-inch pieces and put it right over the top of that, so I have a double layer on all the inside corners. And then because these were glulam beam material, if you were to get underneath the deck, you'd see the hairline cracks of where they got these glued together and have it separated in certain areas because it's 20 years old. Well, I'm gonna end up coating. I'm gonna put this over here, a strip here, strip here, strip there, and put it over the top of this. So when I wrap this right in there with the other piece, I'm gonna have a white piece going from here down as well. And so you're gonna have that white cloth material right there, okay? You're gonna have that, first the yellow right here from there to there, boom, boom, okay? All the way across, then the white, a strip, boom, boom, right there. Then the full 4-inch piece, boom, 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 kaboom. And then I'll coat all these stairs with the roofing material. That's just like cake batter that it comes out. It's thick, but it's designed to be rolled on with a roller. See, here he's got a roller here. He's putting it on. Okay, so it's not like heavy paste-like material like a Henry's wet patch material that you can put on with a putty knife. This is stuff that you put on with a roller and a paintbrush. Okay, and so I'm going to put that over the top of this, and after I coat it, lots of these stairs, if I were to put a level on here, lots of them are angled the wrong way, or angled from here down. From here down. Should be the very opposite. When the water comes down, you don't want the water to set right there and build up 3/16 before it comes out to the front to drop down and then build up. You want these stairs to be flat for the water to come out. Ideally, you'd want these to actually be lifted up, tilted up ever so slightly. Well, they didn't do that. When they built this, when they cut the stringers, they should have had all these stair treads coming down at a slight angle, maybe an eighth of an inch, at an eighth of an inch high above at the back side and then low on the front. You see what I'm saying? When I reinstalled these top two steps, these were dry rotted, okay? But when I reinstalled those two, I built it up and shimmed it up on the back side. So if I were to put a level on this step and this step, they are actually sloping down at an angle, okay? That's what I wish all the rest of these stairs did, but they didn't. They didn't. So after I get all my cloth material on here, okay, then I'm going to take more. I'm going to paint it all on there, and then when that dries, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to pour it. I'm going to pour it on the step, and it's going to find its own level before it comes out to the top, to the edge. You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to pour some on there and try to make the stairs as much level as I can. Initially, when I used some other material 4 different times, I floated up and tried to make that up higher at the backside because I was using material that you could put on with a trowel and stuff. So I thought, hey, I'll just have each one of these stairs angled as it is. And that's why I had all those screws in there before, so that I could use that for my straight edge to put on my material. Well, once I did that, and once it failed, and I took all the stuff up off of these stairs, then it left a little void from here up to there, inset beyond that about an eighth of an inch, because I did all these stairs first, built them up, went across, and then I put concrete material from here up. All of these are concrete material up against the wood. And so since I'm not building this back up, I had that indentation in there. That's why I wanted to fill all that up with caulking, to get it to go like that, so that when I put my tape on, I would get it to fit nice and tight in there. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe I could have done it without the caulking and just assumed and let the roofing material kind of fit back in there, back behind this tape. You know what I'm saying? But still, now that I'm only going to have to make this level, when I pour the roofing material on, it's only going to go up about 3/16 to an eighth of an inch to 3/16, and before I floated this about 5/16 up, so it would come down at an angle. So I still would have had that indentation showing by an eighth of an inch to 3/16. You see what I'm saying? And I didn't want that to show after putting the material up there and all that, and have that kind of inset and everything. So I went the extra mile. I put extra caulking in there and stuff, and now I don't want that caulking to blow out, and that's the reason why I'm going to put this webbing tape on there and then the overlapping white tape over that, and build this up with 2 layers right there. Do you see? And that'll make that inside corner stronger. Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit extra time, but not that much. And it seems as though I'm going to do all this. Hey, I always figure if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right, or do it to the best of your ability. I don't want to later on think, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Why didn't I put that tape in when I had the chance? Now it's all cracked out. Now I've got to fix it all, and all that kind of stuff. And see, the reason why I left this concrete, just going a little further, this section right here on each stair, was because that didn't crack out when this cracked out. That's because it was kind of held together at both ends, up at the top, kind of at the bottom, and most of that stuff stayed. So I thought, if I caulk that in and I put extra caulking up underneath here and on the sides, chances are this is never going to crack out at all. Do you see what I mean? And so because I've got 2 layers of tape here, I thought, I don't want to see that little piece of tape on the outside, or once I put roofing material here, why not overlap that with a full piece from here on down? And then if this were to ever crack, this extra piece of cloth may prevent that from cracking out. And as for the cloth, the reason why I'm putting the cloth over these glue lamp beam stairs is because if I get any air up in there, I don't want it to pop any of this roofing material off or cause any cracks or anything like that. And I don't think it's going to, because roofing material is not supposed to do that. You know, that's designed to be put over a flat roof as it is, right? And this, because it has elastomeric in it, it stretches a little bit. So if I ever had a problem with air coming up through there and trying to crack out the roofing material, the roofing material is flexible. I don't think anything's ever going to happen. But I figure since I got this, if I were to put that layer, boom, 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 across there, that's going to give it added protection and give it a little bit of room to kind of breathe under there and that sort of thing, in case anything were to fail underneath the roofing material. This is going to protect anything between that and the step. Does that make sense? It kind of makes sense to me. And this stuff is so porous, it's designed to be put on there, and then the roofing material just soaks right through that, and this bonds right down to each stair. You see what I mean? And I'm hoping I have enough of this. I had a big old roll of that, and I used lots of that from before when I tied in this whole floor. I just acted as though this was a roof before I put the concrete pavers back down. And so when I went around the inside corners, over there, across there, you know, where the metal is, I put one there. I put one up against this wall, one up against there, across there. I did all that underneath there, and I believe that's doing its trick, because I have not seen any leaks underneath the house since I've done that since I've done that deck floor. I am not a roofer. I am not a deck person. I am not a concrete tile paver installer, nothing like that. I'm showing you, I'm making all these videos, I'm going the extra mile to show you all this kind of stuff, because if me, an average Joe, can do it, you should be able to do it too. That's why I make all these videos, okay? Incidentally, most of the videos on my channel are all about stuff like that. You just go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, and then scroll through the many DIY topics I have on my channel, and all the videos that I've ever posted for that topic on my channel will be in each one of those individual playlists. That's kind of how that works. Okay? So enough of that. I think I'm ready to go to work. Like I said, am I a roofer or a professional water dry rot preventer type contractor? Heck no. But I want you to know, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, self-adhesive webbing tape. This is drywall self-adhesive tape. That's all I got here. And I'm just gonna kind of cut it to length here with my scissors. And I figure I'm going to coat this this top step just like everything else. Okay, even though this is a brand new step, I'm still going to do this because, like I say, if the step were to ever leak, chances are, with the water coming down from here, this is where it's going to leak. Here, and on the other end. Okay? And so that's why I'm going to go the extra mile and put this tape on here. I'm not even getting into the roofing material yet. I'm gonna put this on without getting my hands all grubby. Okay. That. Now, after that, I'm gonna end up putting this on here. This this step is going to be slightly different because this return right here is not as high as these other ones, mainly because, well, it is, but this metal trim from here goes from the top of the stair on down. So I don't have to put this all the way up under there. So I can start this, and I'm still going to have enough for it to flop down. Whereas on the next step, I'm not going to have that, am I? Because this thing is just about the right height there without having it loop over. But I want it to loop over. And, you know, could I use just one piece and come up and not have this whole thing protected? I probably could. I just don't want to see any line transition between this and the roofing material. And so I'll have to make that decision when I get there, okay? But for right now, I guess I don't necessarily have to make that decision just this minute. Eventually I'm going to, though, right? Okay. And I've got these all swept and stuff, and I put 2 coats of exterior primer on here. One, mainly to keep this clean. Secondly, the first coat of primer was an exterior, and it was a mold killing primer. And so if there was any mold on any of those steps, it would kill it. And I don't really think there was, but I had some, and I thought, I'll just put it on there. Okay. I don't have to have that exact, but I want to get it as close as I can to the middle. I tried on the little deck section, I tried to put the roofing material on there first, and then my hands were kind of getting roofing material on there. I thought, why not just put this on dry? See? And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get this as close as I can to the corners. So I'll cut it long first, and then shorten it up, and try it again. Oh, beauty. Okay. There we go. Like that. Now you see why. Actually, these 2 top stairs, I only caulked this a little bit, but you can see on the next stairs where it was indentated, I wanted to fill that with caulking to get that nicely rolled. And so, see on this one, eventually, and I can do it right now, I'm going to roll this over that, but I've got to make a decision now. See, this is 4-inch, and this is about 4 inches. And I'm looking at that. If I hold it up tight, it doesn't really overlap as much as I wanted it to. So my question for myself now is, do I want to take this and lower it down, say about 1/2 inch or so, you know, and then that would give it enough to, like that, and protect that inside corner. I want to do that, and then I don't have to put an extra piece down here. Do you see what I mean? Or do I want to cut this? Do I want to split it in half, put a little piece there? Let's just see what to do here. I can cut it long. So I'm trying not to have to go to the store again to get more of this, but if I do, I do. Right? I was gonna cut this whole thing like this, boop, 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 but I could just roll this up, this back up and do it. Let's just see. I got all day to do this. I'm not in a big old rush. I'm just taking my time trying to figure this out. Okay, now I can cut that in half, can't I? I can cut that in half now. Now, can you see how I can put that right like that after I put some material down, some roofing material. This will set down on there, okay? So that will mean I've got 2 full layers down there, okay? Like that. I think I'm going to do that. And then after I do that, then I'll come back with a full piece from the top of the stair on down. And if it folds over barely, fine. That gives me just a little bit extra right there. And then I'll put a piece here, one there, and probably one. Let's see, I do that one and that one. Man, I could almost take some small pieces again and overlap so that it's safe. That way I can save material. I think I'll do that. I'll have that. See, this piece will go like to there, and then I can just barely overlap to about there. And because I've got that piece there, then oh, I see what I could do. I see exactly what I could do. I could put this and not even cut a piece. Run this first, and then start one from here, roll up, and it will end right about where it is before. And then do something at the top. You know, maybe another full piece up at the top or something. Okay. I think I kind of have my game plan here. I'm just figuring out all this kind of as I go. Hey, no rhyme and reason on this. Why go and pay somebody to do this? See, I've got extra because I don't think this is going to be enough. But if it is, I can take this back to the store if I don't open it, or I can use that next time I do some patches. See, this is the same kind of stuff as that. Self-adhesive drywall tape on there, it says. And save it for my drywall patches and stuff. Yeah. And they have that in white too. I thought, for the sake of argument, when I do drywall patches from now on, I'll put the yellow down, because then I can coat that. It's easier to see if I've coated it all properly, if I've covered it, because it's yellow instead of white, right? And so I've started to use the yellow. There we go. And I'll keep going like that on the rest of these stairs with this tape. Okay, it's not going to take me very long. How many more steps do I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces, and I'll be right back to you. Show you what I'm going to do next.